support away from Donald Trump. However, what they're doing is so transparent. They're not hiding. They're not covering their tracks. They're releasing information because they're panicking. I mean, they're totally panicking. They're totally panicking. And what they are doing is they're basically just trying to set more false narratives that are going to try to break up Donald Trump's core base of support, and they're going to fail miserably. And we have some information about that coming up here in just a minute. First, though, let's get back to the phones real quick. This is Andrew in North Carolina. Hi, Andrew. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. What do you want to say, sir?
I need to listen to you and like, man, where am I going to come back to that? But basically, I want to get to the point of I don't understand why we are all pretending like this is like a normal 4-year, like every, what did we always do? No. These people are literally telling you, showing you daily, 24/7 video clips, what their intention. That's patriotic, I love the country. I'm like, what's our plan? What's our plan? Are you just going to pretend like this isn't happening? Like, or wait for somebody else to handle it? Because the whole tax deduct system and sitting in your budget and doing everything daily, that's not going to work for you. Like, you got 2 months to enjoy what you have left if you don't act. That's pretty much how it feels. Joe Biden has a lot at stake here, and it's like, it just drives me crazy just to see what's going on.
And that's a really great point that you make. What is going to happen? People don't even realize what's going to happen. And this whole election, you're right, it's going to be like no other election in history. In fact, there's a piece by there's a piece in the Washington Post, and everyone's talking about it. They're panicking. They're saying it's irresponsible. They're saying that it is the Washington Post, which is heralded by Jeff Bezos. Let's not forget. And they are trying to threaten the United States of America. It basically says that they're forecasting violence beyond the November election. Georgetown University law professor Rosa Brooks, she says, what's the worst that could happen? A landslide for Joe Biden resulted in a relatively orderly transfer of power. Every other scenario we looked at involved street-level violence and political crisis. Basically what you have here is the Washington Post saying, hey, a landslide for Biden is the best way to peacefully transfer power. Anything other than that, not just a Biden victory, but a landslide for Biden, and you're going to have violence and chaos in the streets. This is the Washington Post threatening the United States of America and the electorate to vote for Biden or else. And this is nothing new. We heard Joe Biden say this just the other day. Joe Biden, you'll remember Tucker Carlson was reporting, said, you think there's going to be less violence if Donald Trump is reelected? Is that what you think? You think there's going to be less violence in America if Donald Trump gets 4 more years? That's their new threat, man. They have nothing left to go to. They tried Russian collusion. Nobody was following them. That was